Battlefront 2 Starfighter Assault was one of the most popular game modes when Battlefront 2 first released, but since then, not nearly as many people play it, which kinda sucks because it's one of the best Starfighter experiences ever created in a video game. With the addition of manual rolling, an upgrade from Battlefront 2015, which didn't have this, along with Starfighter classes, upgrades, different weapons, abilities, and hero ships, this is a complete game mode. So what happened to Starfighter Assault, and why is it so hard to find anyone playing this anymore? Hey everyone, it's Andrew. Starfighter Assault was one of Battlefront 2's biggest selling points. Space battles, a full game mode dedicated to this. And each map plays different with unique objectives. Most of them are multi-stage, some require you to take down capital ships, others are focused on smaller ships and starfighters. There's enough here to keep you playing. And first person, man, the first-person cockpits in Battlefront 2 are impressive. And yes, it does heavily limit your field of view. You can't really see all around you once you enter first person, but being in the cockpit of an X-Wing and A-Wing is what so many Star Wars fans dream of. Battlefront 2015 had the dedicated VR experience where you'd control an X-Wing in VR while sitting in the cockpit. Just imagine how incredible this would be for Battlefront 2's game mode, a full VR mode with everyone locked to the cockpit view. Online multiplayer. I'd go out and spend $400 on a VR headset just to play it. So what happened to this game mode? Well, unfortunately, after the launch of Battlefront 2, it wasn't really updated. Alongside The Last Jedi in 2017, just after Battlefront 2's launch, we got the space map Dakar, along with Iden Versio's TIE Interceptor added as a playable multiplayer hero fighter, and Tully Lintra's Blue A-Wing, the best vehicle in the game. I'll talk more about Tully Lintra in detail soon. In real, lots of details about Tully Lintra coming soon. Then with the Han Solo season, we got Lando's Millennium Falcon, the third Millennium Falcon in the game, and in July 2018, a new game mode titled Hero Starfighters was added, which is basically heroes vs villains for starfighters. This mode was okay, but not as popular as Starfighter Assault. And since then, starfighters have been left untouched. DICE moved to focus on the Clone Wars content with Battlefront 2, but Starfighter Assault wasn't actually built by DICE. EA Criterion, the studio based in Guildford, UK, built Starfighter Assault along with Battlefront 2's original vehicles. They also built the X-Wing VR mission for Battlefront 2015, and more of a smaller support studio nowadays who've worked on some of EA's larger AAA games like Battlefront, Battlefield, Need for Speed. Back in the mid-2000s, they actually built the Burnout games, if you've ever played these. I used to play Burnout Revenge on PS2, great racing game. It seemed to be a very vehicle-oriented studio. So nothing more for starfighters, and since then, unfortunately, the game mode seems to have experienced a slow decline in players, but I've jumped on a couple of times the last few weeks, and after waiting a few minutes, enough players joined for us to be able to host a session. But man, I've missed this game mode. Anything to do with starfighters and space battles, count me in. And jumping into this with a few friends reminded me of just how chaotic this game mode can be. I can't believe we're playing Starfighter Assault. This is I just saw Evan crash. Welcome to Starfighter Assault, gentlemen.
I have no idea what I'm doing.
I really like the look of this A-Wing, hey. It looks more red than the Rebel version. This is the Resistance version. It's got a different paint job.
Imagine using an A-Wing.
You can play as this A-Wing, but you can also play as Tully Lintra's A-Wing. How exciting, huh?
I'd prefer not to.
Who's Tully Lintra again?
The most overhyped, fantastic, most engaging character in The Last Jedi. Recognizable by its blue and white paint job, as opposed to the traditional red and white.
It looks exactly the same. It's just a paint job, yeah.
She was killed before she could even take off in her trademark blue A-Wing.
Oh, I remember this.
Yeah.
Do you remember that scene when
Yeah.
Poe's running to his X-Wing and everything explodes and he goes flying back
Yeah,
and you're
I
like, yeah, he definitely should have died then, but he's actually still fine. And so begins the great debate of which rebel ship is better, A-Wings or X-Wings? Are you guys attacking these things with me, or I feel like I'm doing nothing with my A-Wing? What are you guys doing?
It's because you chose an A-Wing. You didn't choose the clearly superior X-Wing, which is much cooler because it's in the shape of an X.
Evan, A comes before X, so A is much better. Also, it starts
X is
with my...
cool as hell. It's like Element X or whatever.
Yeah, but A is the first letter of my name, so I feel like I'm flying an Andrew wing. Which one destroyed the Super Star Destroyer? Was it A or X? It was A, when the pilot of the A-Wing flew into the bridge after the shields were down and the whole thing exploded. And
Star
dropped.
Destroyer.
You remember the Super Star
X-Wing-
Destroyer in Return of the Jedi that gets destroyed after
Who
the
the hell
A-Wing
cares about
pilot?
Return of the Jedi? The X-Wing killed the Death Star.
You guys enjoying the manual rolling? If you hold the left stick to either the left or right, and you just spin around in circles until you make yourself dizzy, and then you probably
Man,
gonna.
I'm a certified pilot. You don't have to tell me how to fly my own ship, okay? Just
Certified
because you don't
X-Wing
know how to fly
pilot.
your A-Wing.
Ben, which one do you prefer, A-Wing or Y-Wing? Or
A-Wing or
X-Wing.
Y-Wing?
X-Wing.
Oh,
You see, I didn't even register the X-Wing because of how inferior it is to the A-Wing.
I'm an
Dude, the
A-Wing
X-Wing's
fan.
so much better. Oh, shut up.
Yes, there we go.
You've also been
2v2.
fired from the squad,
I
mate.
guess we're gonna have to do a 1v1 at some point.
How about we just have a fist fight in real life and see who wins that instead?
Because it has nothing to do with A-Wings and X-Wings.
I'll put my fist in the shape of an X as it goes through your... as it hits you in the head. Also, why are there 3 Millennium Falcons?
Because there's 3 separate eras.
It's just too many.
Yeah, the A-Wing just looks like a piece of crap, to be honest with you.
Dude,
Yep.
how does
It's
it
like
look like?
apples.
It's like
Looks
the
like is a
coolest
piece of
ship.
crap.
It is so cool. It's so slick in design. I'm pretty sure I remember reading somewhere that the A-Wing was actually designed before the X-Wing when it was like the concept art was being drawn up. That might be just me making that up, though. I don't know. Don't believe anything I say. It's not a. I'm not going to.
So now you're making up facts to try and prove your point.
I'm not a confirmed Lucasfilm employee.
It's like a bloody conspiracy theory, mate.
I seriously feel like I'm the only person attacking these generators. Like,
I don't-
I've done all
I'm
the
a-
damage on this
I'm
one.
attacking the
I'm
friggin'
about to
generators.
ask you. I have no idea what we're supposed to be doing here. I'm just flying around shooting TIE fighters. Oh, okay.
So-
I just worked it out. It's in
We
the
have
center.
to defend those ships. They're bombing, yeah, and underneath, you can fly your thing underneath.
It's not
And try and
underneath. It's in
destroy-
the center. Because I've been flying around
In
this
the-
thing
in the
in
center.
circles,
That's true.
and I couldn't find it. I was like, what am I doing here? So I'm just going to
I
shoot
feel
TIE
like we're
fighters.
yelling at each other a lot now that we
What are we all
started this. and I'm
yelling
not sure
about?
why.
Well, we're in space. We're trying to yell out to each other from, different ships.
Exactly.
If you were flying a
Like, I can
spaceship, would
hear
you
me.
be yelling?
Almost there.
I can hold it. Pull up. I'm gonna get Lando's Millennium Falcon because
Heck yeah.
I actually have a picture of this on my wall from Battlefront 2 when it got released. The Han Solo Season 2, it was, in fact. This is the one with the flat dish. I think it's a much more ergonomic design because that way the dish doesn't get chopped off when something bad, when they fly through a very tight section like I just did then. Much more A-Wing friendly than your inferior.
Dude, I'm in Luke's X-Wing right now, and we are, we're tearing it up.
That's
Dude,
That even
least.
proves it right there. Luke Skywalker uses an X-Wing. So there you go.
Exactly. He also uses a green lightsaber, which is the best lightsaber color,
Eh.
so...
You know what
Full
happened to
proof
him
argument.
as well? He ended up living the rest of his days in isolation because he went insane because he realized he wasn't driving a ship that was well enough equipped to deal with what, his life actually needed. What are we supposed to be attacking?
The money anyone attacking the building.
I'm
great.
using this stupid A-Wing now, see if it's any better.
It's not stupid.
No.
There's nothing stupid about
It's
the A-Wing.
terrible. Don't even try it, man.
Dude, it looks like some car from the 50s, man.
Yeah, it's awesome looking.
Just
It's
with, like-
retro.
And yeah,
You're hung up
exactly.
on some
Cars from the
clown
50s are like
60s, man.
most slick design. Well, they're these ugly brick ships. Now, that's an ugly ship if I've ever seen one.
Dude, when I was driving along with the A-Wing just then, it broke down on me and the game just froze. I had to re-pick a ship, so... I don't know.
That
It
bad,
broke
huh?
down. It stalled in mid. It stalled in space.
How does it feel like going back to Starfighter Assault, guys? Do you feel like
Oh, it's
you
very
miss this
good.
game mode? Is this something
do.
you'd want to play more of? Is this something you'd like to see updated more?
Yes
What are
to
your
all the
thoughts?
above.
I feel dizzy.
Yes to all of the above. Evan likes his
I want to play
Starfighter.
this in VR as well.
Oh, yes, please. That'd be amazing.
VR stands for virtual reality, in case you didn't know.
Thank you, Evan. All right, guys, it's happening.
But it makes me feel sick for some reason. I don't know why.
I mean, it can induce that. Can you imagine just doing the manual rolling in VR in first person in one of these ships? You'd feel like you're in space and you're actually going to die
Sign
in
me
your
up.
inferior X-Wing because you're flying an X-Wing.
Are you seriously
Jeez.
flying Tally Lynch's A-Wing?
I am flying Tally Lynch's A-Wing and I am loving every single moment of it.
Oh, Jesus.
I wanted to see more. Did you guys see that? You seen the big boom
Yeah,
there?
that was me.
I wanted to see more of Tally Lyncher, but her A-wing didn't work.
I wanted to see it, but I was in an A-wing, so I couldn't get there fast enough because it's very slow and not as good as an X-wing.
A-wings are faster.
You know what the X stands for? It's extra speed. It's that much faster.
Oh my god.
It's nothing to do with its shape at all.
Freaking gold.
This is a question I could ask you. How many engines does yours have at the back? Or like how many turbines are there?
2 well-equipped, larger engines.
Well, there's where we got you beat, my friend.
Yeah, you have to maintain 4 separate engines. 4 separate
Exactly.
ones.
It gives me much more control over my ship.
How does it give you more control? I have 2 bigger engines that I have perfect control over. I can go back and forwards. I can
that's what you think.
boost. I have a boost button. What do you have? You've got 4 tiny little engines that if one of them fails, your ship is now 25% weaker than it was before.
What if one of yours fails? It's 50%.
Yeah, but they're bigger. There's less chance of them.
Yeah, everybody knows there's less chance of something bigger being shot.
Like Evan said, X-Wing stands for extra fast, A-Wing stands for about to blow up. There you go. Andrew's going all quiet.
I got nothing to say. I'm just gonna, we'll see who comes first at the end and see
All right, we gotta attack these things, otherwise we're gonna
which
lose.
ship was
Admittedly,
superior.
I'm coming last, so I can't really talk.
I'm flying the X-Wing right now, and it's so slow, I feel like a van.
No, Ben, you're the one that's slow.
I feel like I'm
alright?
flying a van.
It's like, yeah, it's a minivan. It's a mum's.
Yeah.
It's a soccer
mum's car, that's it. Soccer mum's spaceship.
You got a problem with friggin' soccer mums? They
No,
handle more responsibility.
generation.
They handle more responsibility in one day than you do in an entire year.
Someone else is flying Tally Lintra. I was gonna select Tally Lintra, and someone else is flying it because she's so good.
Dude, even on her tombstone it said, should have flown an X-Wing.
If she was in an X-wing, she wouldn't have died.
Uh-oh. What happened? No!
No.
Ah.
Not enough X-wings.
Oh,
See,
there's
look
one
at
getting
that.
blown up.
The guy survived though. You just didn't see. He
Uh-huh,
ejected
yeah,
from the
sure.
seat and he was fine.
Sure.
The safety
The
rating
A-Wings
is
all
much
got
better.
away.
See, look, X-Wings came second and third.
Exactly. Look how many X-wings there are, and fourth.
And the fourth. And there's just a stupid A-Wing at the back.
So guys, the age-old question begins again. Which is better, TIE Fighter or TIE Interceptor?
Well,
It's not even a TIE Interceptor. It's just like TIE Fighter, but it has a stupid name.
I agree.
Nobody-
The first order ones kind of suck, don't they?
Yeah,
we should be
no,
playing as
it's
the
blows.
Empire.
They all
the
suck.
first-
seeing as the TIE Fighter is on the left, just like the X-Wing, I'll go with the TIE
Yeah,
Fighter.
yeah, no, I would be inclined to agree, but I'm not going to push it.
I feel like this is an inaccurate test, yeah, because we're playing as the First Order, who have obviously inferior ships.
Yeah.
They're the First Order, but they came
You know
after the
what's
Empire.
also an inferior ship? The A-Wing. Let's bring that conversation
Okay,
up
where does
again.
the Y-wing fit in all this then?
I got nothing against the Y-wing. It's much cooler than the A-wing.
How is it cooler than the A-wing? Just because it looks like a
Are
Y.
you kidding? Yeah.
But the
Y
A
is
looks
much
like
more
an A.
geometrically
Have you got something
satisfying
wrong
than
with
an
the? Have you got something wrong
I
with the first
do.
letter of my name? Is that the problem here? Is that the true
Yeah.
problem? Are we getting down to the nitty-gritty of this?
Yeah, the actual reason is I hate you.
Your mum and dad just should have called you Drew.
Oh, that is the. No, thank you. I will take
One of those
Andrew.
city guys.
I'll take
hiding behind
Andy
the
over
bush.
Drew.
Oh, don't worry,
any
that's
day.
just Drew. Don't worry,
There's
Andrew.
no
We see you
O-wing, is
hiding
there?
behind the bush, mate.
There's
It's
no
alright.
O-wing or there's no E-wing. You guys are just jealous you don't have ships named after you. There's a B-wing. Ben's
Excellent.
okay.
Yeah, mate. Did you just spend the last 20 minutes thinking of that comeback, did you?
That's why the X-wing is so good. It accepts us even though it doesn't have the same letter as our names do.
No, I think you guys are just jealous, to be honest. All the people named Xylophone. His
Yeah.
parents decided to name
Whose name is Xylophone?
Xavier. All right, guys, we're going to attack these X-Wings. Of course, they're X-Wings that are getting attacked. And, would you look... Hang on 1 second. Well, give me one
Here is
second.
X-wings are
Would you look at that?
they're
It
the
blew
only
up.
ones. Exactly. They're the only ones man enough to do this job. You
The
don't see
suicide
A-wing
bombers. And you know what
wusses
ship
out
just
here.
killed me? You know what ship I just got killed by? An A-Wing. What a surprise that
That's
is.
because you suck.
I got a TIE Silencer, otherwise known as Kylo Ren's ship, otherwise known as the ship Rey decided to do a flip over and didn't get planted on the windscreen, didn't get like squished. She was okay.
Hey, man. No spoiling
No
the movie, man.
no
I'm
spoilers.
saying, right?
Uh-huh.
What happened?
Oh, what the heck?
Oh.
We won!
won!
Yes!
What happened?
Oh.
Everything
Yeah,
froze.
think I
cinematic.
I was like, oh no. Yeah. You see
Yeah,
that?
it's
Another
pretty cool,
X-Wing
yeah.
gets destroyed. I'm sure by a TIE Interceptor as well. I think that was a TIE Interceptor. No X-Wings there. Tally Lintra's there. A-Wing's there. Hey guys, can you hear any noise outside, like coming through my mic? Last night at like 9:30 at night, right? About 20 meters from my house, these construction men just take out like a jackhammer and a drill and just start drilling into the ground at 9:30 at night. And it
surprised,
stopped at
man.
like midnight, and they're doing it again now. I can hear the drill. You guys, as if you guys can't hear that. It's like.
Stay bombastic.